Hey, this is not a cup of coffee. This is Fujifilm's new XF50mm F1.0.
The world's first autofocus f1 lens.
Hey, I'm Billy.
And I'm Francis.
And we're the Fuji Guys. We're back today with the new XF50mm F1.0 lens. We're going to have some fun with this lens, although we're confined a little bit in our situation, so we're going to be shooting indoors, some portraits with family.
Yep, we're family, right?
Of course, bro.
Yeah, bro. So yeah, we're just going to take a couple shots of the family, just try this lens out and see what it gives, right?
Absolutely. So first off, this lens is an f1 lens and it's autofocus. That in itself is absolutely amazing. There's really no lens out there that has autofocus, and it makes a huge difference because of the shallow depth of field and just relying on the most current technology on Fujifilm cameras to do the autofocus for you. It's gonna make life a lot easier, especially if you can rely on things like face and eye detection. In terms of 35mm equivalency, the lens is around 75mm. This is going to make it perfect for somewhat a portrait style lens. And so, we are going to shoot some shots today indoors, wide open, and using some studio flash, as well as using natural light. What's impressive is the autofocus on this lens. The fact that it has autofocus is a feat on its own. But secondly, that, compared to the XF56mm lens, it is a step up. And again, this is an f1 lens. So again, you can rely on things like face and eye detection for focusing and no longer have to rely on single points or even manual focus to get the right shot. It makes it a lot easier to shoot wide open. What's really exciting about this lens, though, is that Fujifilm is really bringing technology to the forefront, right? The fact that this is an f1 lens, but it's autofocus, that's absolutely amazing. Secondly, you have it being weather resistant, so you can shoot wherever you go. And lastly is the price. It's well within a price of this lens for an f1 lens. That's going to be absolutely incredible. And this is something that maybe it could be your next lens going down the road. So you might be comparing this lens to the XF56 1.2, which is an excellent lens in itself. But what you're going to get, of course, is this has f1, so it's better for low light shooting, better for isolation of your subject. It is weather resistant as well, and the autofocus is improved, especially in the video side of things. And talking about video, what's great about this lens is the autofocus does work well in it. It's going to allow you for great separation. So if you really are shooting in certain situations where you don't want to see the background, that's going to definitely help. Also in low light situation. And I think it makes it perfect for doing even things like talking points and B-rolls because of the nice isolation that you have. In fact, we're filming with the f1 lens right now. So we're talking a lot about how this lens is an f1 lens, and I think that sounds absolutely amazing. Who wants to shoot with an f1 lens where you can isolate the subject? But you also got to consider it is f1, so if you're shooting in the daylight, you can run into maximum shutter speed limits on your camera. Luckily, mirrorless cameras allow you to shoot with electronic shutters and go up to a very fast shutter speeds, up to, on our cameras, 1/32 thousandths of a second. But in addition to that, you might have to consider using ND filters, both from a photo and a video standpoint when it comes to using this wide open.
So we were very lucky to get an early sample of the lens, and we took it out biking, taking some portraits, pictures with our bikes, and then, late at night when there's very little light, where's all this light coming from? It's actually amazing. All right, so we did have a lot of fun shooting family portraits with this lens. The bokeh on this is quite stunning. Very fun to shoot. And what did you think about it?
Yeah, I thought it was a good chance to play around with it. although the limited space we had, but we test out, shooting at f1.0 in terms of the autofocus, how accurate and how fast it is, and honestly, using face and eye detection with an f1 lens with autofocus, it's incredible.
Yeah.
Game changer when it comes to shooting just portraits and stuff like that. Who wants to play with manual focus and moving the focus at point around?
Yeah,
so,
and then one thing I noticed is that we were in the house, and then sometimes it's not a studio, and there's stuff in the back that you don't necessarily want to see, but you can't really hide.
That's right.
And then having this lens kind of helps you make it blend in a little bit more and make it less distracting.
Yeah, anytime you isolate the background, it just makes this lens more versatile in terms of where you can shoot, really. I mean, you could be in a dumpster for all that matters, right?
Yeah.
And really, it looks beautiful because you don't really see all of that. And the nice look of the image from this lens is great. If you are shooting outdoors, we like the fact that it's weather resistant. So there's some great upgrades. Potentially you might be looking at this or the XF56mm lens. Both are really great lenses, and there are some definitely positive points on this lens that might make you want to switch over to this piece.
Absolutely.
Hey, I hope you enjoyed this video.
And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section down below. And if you would like to know more about this and other Fujifilm product, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And until next time, I'm Francis.
And I'm Billy.
And we're the Fuji Guys.
Yeah.